You know, it doesn't. I don't know how much people are going to enjoy listening to you talk about the Steelers once the season gets going, when you clearly don't like them very much.
Well, it's not that I don't like them. If I bet on them that week, they'll be my favorite. I've won lots of money with the Steelers play on Sundays and Mondays. But, just sometimes the truth hurts. If your team is not doing too well, you can't fake it.
Right. Well, you're objective, I guess. You're not going to let passion get in the way. I guess there's something for that. Now, the last time you called in, you had been talking. You were saying that you had just met a nice girl at the 7-Eleven, and if I recall correctly, you hadn't been with her yet. You hadn't laid down with her between the sheets, but things were looking promising in that area. How are things going with her now?
Well, I can say that the relationship's been ultimated.
It's been ultimated.
Yeah, we've had that type of stuff go on, and it's probably a regular occurrence. I think it is. It happens a lot with me and her.
Really? And wow. So that's so a week. Just a week's time.
She stayed the night at my house twice.
Wow. Good for you.
You know what? Hey, she stayed. I'm gonna tell you, she stayed the whole night.
Well, that's wonderful. That's a great achievement for you. You have 4 grown sons, and you're living with one of them. Does he care about his old man? Having a young girlie over at the house. He
came in the room, and I said, "Shut that door, boy. What's wrong with you? This grown folks stuff." And he said, "What are you doing in there?" I said, "You're not old enough to know what's going on in here, so you get out." And he left. And I had to tell him later on. I said, "Look, I told you this is my house too. I paid part of the rent." And he said, "Well, where's your part this month?" I said, "Look, I don't have it, so I'll have to give it to you next month."
Well, the Ed though. But if I'm not mistaken, he just moved you out across the country to Pittsburgh from Vegas, and he's what's he doing again? He does telemarketing, right? He's got a decent job and everything. He's not familiar with being with a woman.
He's got some girlfriends. I don't know what he does with them. He don't have no kids though, so apparently he ain't doing nothing.
Oh, I see. So you're not sure if
he's got no kids.
Well, shouldn't you, as his father, talk to him about that? Teach him how to do it the right way, then?
I don't think he's ready for something like that. I don't know.
How old is he?
27.
He's 27, yeah.
He might have done something, but he ain't never tell me. He don't talk about that stuff. He don't want to talk to me about nothing. He tell me the other day he wished one of my other boys would take care of me. He said I'm causing too much problems, and I said, "What do you mean I'm causing too much problems? I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm sitting here in the house all day long, watching TV and talking on the phone."
Well, I could see how that would be annoying if you're a 27-year-old guy. No offense to you, the Ed, but 27-year-old guy, you come back from a hard day's work, and the TV, your father's sitting on the couch and watching what he wants to watch, making the phone bill big.
Paper and get a roommate. I see the paper all the time. People need roommates. I'll be a roommate. I don't care. It don't matter.
Well, what about with this woman? Maybe the two of you could shack up.
She lives with somebody. I ain't never been to her house yet.
She lives with a man?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure who she lives with. She always tell me don't call.
Oh, really? Wow. So
she say, "Don't call me, I'll call you." And she always call like late at night and say she got to be quiet and stuff.
Well, that sounds fishy to me, the Ed.
Well, I don't know. Don't matter to me as long as she come over and she do what I say.
Well, she's done that at least twice then, right? Because you ultimated the relationship, so that's good.
Yeah. Hey, I got a villain for your movie thing too.
Oh, you do? Go ahead. Well, who do you suggest?
Listen, this person is the baddest person ever in the movies. He scared me when this movie came out.
Who?
Jaws.
Jaws. That is a good one. Yeah, Jaws. Jaws.
No shark.
Yeah, shark. Yeah, all right. I'll put Jaws on the list there. Yeah, Jaws. He would be good. Yeah, he might not win the whole thing, but I could see Jaws being, decent. He would take care of, like, Chucky from Child's Play. I don't know if you ever saw those movies, the Ed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a doll. That's a long story. Hey, the Ed, all right. I got to run, but call back.
What, you got exercise or what? You exercising?
What's that?
You say you're going running.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, figure of speech. Yeah, no, I got to take another call. I've got another call I got to get to. That's what I meant to say. But I would like to talk to you tomorrow about, because you're a Vegas guy, and you know about these are great things to bet on, is the fight and the Kentucky Derby. So hopefully we can talk tomorrow at some point. All right?
Yeah, I can probably call tomorrow. What time should I call you? I mean, I got to make sure ain't nobody on the phone and all that. Make
all right,
sure
well,
the phone's available.
All right, well, how about this? You work it out with Popeye. You stay on the line. You two work it out, and then we'll talk to you tomorrow night again.
All right, well, yeah, I'll call you tomorrow, and make sure you tell your wife you got to get that test done, because you don't want to be responsible for nothing you ain't did.
That's a good point. That's only prudent to do that. All right, maybe we'll even get in touch with Maury Povich. All right, thanks for the advice, Ed. I appreciate the call.
Hey, you have a good day on your sports attraction.
All right, thanks to Sports Contraption. All right, there he is, the Ed. Right now, the front runner to be the Steelers expert on the show, although all he does, like I say, is disparage the Steelers. But anyway.